Okay, so this is the clump of plants that we want to wire up together this time. You still see some evidence of bugs in here, so first job is going to get some really strong sharp cutters and get rid of as much of this mother plant stem as we can, because there's still stuff hiding in behind here. You can see in the back there some more webbing, some more rubbish. Let's get all of that out. Get rid of all of the rubbish in the middle, dead leaf. Okay, there's no grub in there. Some more evidence of like active bug activity in this end. So we're going to do the same. We're going to take a little bit more of this base of the old mother out of the middle. Just be careful when you're cutting in, you sort of set your blade so you don't cut the next generation off. You can see there that that's still alive, so there's still a very good chance that there'll be more pups to come around from that base. So we haven't actually killed it off, we're just removing it so that there's nowhere that those bugs to get in and hang out. Alright, so we want to try and wire these up together as a clump. Get those bases together there, they'll reshoot at the bottom here, and you'll end up with new babies filling in all these gaps here. The other thing we'll do is we'll cut off this old flower head, and there's no seeds or anything in there. It's actually got some bug damage as well. Something's been in there nibbling on that, so we'll get rid of that. And cutting a flower stem off is pretty simple. Just get as low as you can to the plant without cutting off the next door leaf. One clean snip. Alright, so that's what we're going to end up with. Same as before, bit of wire. Needle nose pliers this time, much better finished job with the small nose pliers because you can roll them over. And that's going to be the base for the daisy chaining. And then again, we'll give this a little bit more room because we've got much more root stock to wrap around. So go 4 fingers up, bend it over, clump of plants. I'm going to feed it in this time so it comes in from the side, right through the middle of the clump. I'm going to make sure, I'll try and show you, move my hand so you can see. Make sure that that hangs just below the base of the plants so that you can hook onto it easily enough. And then exactly the same as before, we're just going to start wrapping fairly tightly around the bases of the plant. Make sure that you include every plant in the bunch so that you don't, because as these grow they're going to get heavier and want to hang off. So make sure that you get a nice bit of wire around the whole bunch, and then feed it back through some leaves. Get it to the set height you want. And at this point I just like to hang it, check, see how it's gonna, where the weight's gonna go. So that looks like it's gonna be alright. You're gonna make a loop. Big swivel. With the swivels, have to be stainless steel or brass. Anything that corrodes is going to cause damage to the plants. They really don't like rust. And I personally have bought a whole bunch of different swivels from different online suppliers, and it turns out that stainless steel is not all the same. So make sure that you sit them in water for 24 hours, 48 hours, make sure they don't just fall apart and corrode. Otherwise you're going to have to go back and replace them all in the garden after a couple of months. But there it is. That's ready to have the upper hook put on it and a name tag. It's pretty unobtrusive, the mounting method. It doesn't take much away from the plant itself, but lets it grow in all different directions and lets the air get right the way through it. So, thanks for watching, and I know it sounds corny, but please like and subscribe. Cheers.
Maybe you